Cox Communications Hockey Game of the Week. Cox Communications, local like no other, is also brought to you by The Plain Dealer, Ohio's sports powerhouse. Personal Plumber, your total plumbing service. St. Edward High School, let your son soar. And Classic Teleproductions, celebrating our 25th year of Emmy Award-winning productions.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Brooklyn Recreation Center for the OHSAA State Playoff Hockey Tournament, Round 1 here on the Cox Communications Hockey Game of the Week. Bill, a matchup between Parma and Lakewood, two teams really trying to grow their programs.
Yeah, these two teams have met 2 times this year. Parma ended up taking both of them. One of the games, an overtime game, a real thriller. You look at Lakewood, and you're looking at a very young team. They only have 4 seniors skating out there, 9 freshmen. As a matter of fact, their second line is all freshmen. This is a group that's been growing.
You look over at the Parma Redmen, good things have happened for them so far.
Yeah, this is a team with first-year head coach Joe Gaudino. He's been around for a while, and this is his first year in charge. Mike Brow, he's one of the tri-captains on this team, one of the few seniors. They're also very young. Plain Dealer Player of the Week last week. He's the team MVP. He's a guy you really want to keep your eye on.
Should be a good one. Parma and Lakewood in the first round of the state playoffs will drop the puck on the Cox Communications Hockey Game of the Week after this timeout.
People in your life make all the difference. The best of times are the times with your friends. In my life, all my friends are with me to the end. Life is good when you've got your friends.
When friends get together for a game, for a movie, or just because, it's good to know you have the latest in digital entertainment with Cox Digital Cable.
Life is good when you've got your friends.
We've got high school sports covered. The Plain Dealer, Ohio's sports powerhouse. The Locker Room, your complete guide to high school sports. Thursdays in The Plain Dealer.
Personal Plumber is your total plumbing service for Cleveland's south and west sides. Personal Plumber specializes in sewer and drain cleaning, high-pressure jet, electronic locating, and TV camera inspection. We're bonded and insured. Personal Plumber. Give us a call at 440-871-4100. That's 440-871-4100. Personal Plumber, your total plumbing service.
Because an education should be a challenge. Because the spirit learns too. Because excellence is a team sport. Because a school can make a difference. Because he deserves our best. St. Edward High School, now accepting applications. For information, call 216-221-3776. Ask about our scholarship fund.
Welcome back to the Brooklyn Recreation Center, where we are moments away from dropping the puck on what is the second game here in the Brooklyn District. 10-12-1 Parma, the visitors, against 7-17-1 Lakewood, the home team. And as we mentioned in the open, these are two programs really trying to grow things, and this Brooklyn district is loaded. St. Ed's is the top seed, Padua is the second seed, St. Ignatius is the third seed. So when you're at that level, you're looking to win a game and then pull an upset.
Yeah, and we've already seen some upsets, of course, in the Barron Cup, where Benedictine just had a phenomenal performance in goal, knocked off St. Ignatius, raised a lot of eyebrows. And, of course, Parma looking to do that same kind of thing as they get going a little bit. And this is a team that's grown, and it's interesting when you look at these two squads, and the coaches are very excited, even though the records aren't showing it, because you look at all the young players out here in Parma. I mean, their second line is all sophomores, and they love the way these guys are working together after basically 1 year of being on the ice together.
And you look over at the Lakewood Rangers. It's a little bit older group, but still, there's a lot of young guys that play, a lot of freshmen that play, some sophomores, and this is the time of year you want them to step up and be ready to play their best.
Yeah, and it's funny because we talk about Parma with that sophomore line. Well, the second line for the Rangers, they're all freshmen, and they're very excited about Wayne Burke and Brandon Bailey and Mark Shaw. Again, you're going to get a lot of highs and lows with freshmen and sophomore, but when you get high, boy, you see some exciting stuff from these kids.
As they introduce the squads here, Lakewood and Parma at Brooklyn Rec, we'll take a break. When we come back, we will drop the puck on this game from the Brooklyn District of the OHSAA Regional. It's the Cox Communications Hockey Game of the Week. Personal Plumber is your total plumbing service for Cleveland's south and west sides. Personal Plumber specializes in sewer and drain cleaning, high-pressure jet, electronic locating, and TV camera inspection. We're bonded and insured. Personal Plumber. Give us a call at 440-871-4100. That's 440-871-4100. Personal Plumber, your total plumbing service.
Because an education should be a challenge. Because the spirit learns too. Because excellence is a team sport. Because a school can make a difference. Because he deserves our best. St. Edward High School, now accepting applications. For information, call 216-221-3776. Ask about our scholarship fund.
People in your life make all the difference. The best of times are the times with your friends. In my life, all my friends are with me to the end. Life is good when you've got your friends.
When friends get together for a game, for a movie, or just because, it's good to know you have the latest in digital entertainment with Cox Digital Cable.
Life is good when you've got your friends.
We've got high school sports covered. The Plain Dealer, Ohio's sports powerhouse. The Locker Room, your complete guide to high school sports. Thursdays in the Plain Dealer.
And we are just about set to get things started. The Parma Redmen, 10-12-1 on the year, taking on 17-1. Lakewood, and Bill, you touched on it. The Parma Redmen said this is exciting here in the first round of the playoffs, and they're thrilled to be on the Cox Communications Game of the Week.
Oh, it's not like Lakewood's not happy to get the TV exposure. Come on. Yeah, really glad to be here. And, of course, these two teams, we talked about it before, neither one obviously favored to take this. If they can pull off a couple upsets for these young programs, boy, you really have something to look forward to going into next season.
Winner of this game will play a week from tomorrow night against Amherst, who is one of the surprise teams, actually, a fairly new program that did very well in the Blue Division this year. And there you see the Redmen huddling up, and we will drop the puck here at Brooklyn Rec. And coming off the Barron Cup here, this is kind of the place that all the high school teams aim to be playing their best hockey. This is one of two regionals in the area, and all the teams from our area here in Cox are playing in this regional.
Yeah, we could camp out here for days.
Exactly. This is the second game of the tournament here. And in a minute, we will get things started. Mike Brow will be taking the face-off for Parma. Sonny Ferrante and Kevin Peach are on his flanks. Kyle Loden will be taking it for the Rangers, and he wins it and gets the puck. Goes down ice, and the Redmen control. Brow has it sticked away in the neutral zone.
One of the things with the Redmen that Coach Joe Gaudino was talking about, he's really excited, proud of the way they've conditioned. I mean, this is a team, you're going to notice a lot of guys with a lot of ice time today. They really only run 2.5 lines, 3 defensemen, don't have the numbers, but he said his team is not worn down, which you would kind of expect.
Bathgate keeps it in for the Redmen, behind the net, grabbing it for Lakewood is Dino Weebley.
Yeah, Weeble, one of the captains of this team, and one of the guys that the coach was saying, you know, you just want to keep an eye on that guy.
Bathgate knocked off the puck. The Rangers counter, and they'll dump it into their offensive end and change lines. Back to grab it for Parma is Weisberg. And now Brow heads up ice across the blue line into the neutral zone, going to center. And he is surrounded by Lakewood Rangers and knocked off the puck. Redmen keep it in. Jeff Soldan hustling into the corner, but can't come up with it. The Rangers do. That's Shane Blitz. He'll have it knocked away, and Weisberg will dump it back into the Parma end.
And it's that line of the Redmen that they're pretty excited, especially when it's a sophomore line. And Polini and Soldan, they said just these two sophomores just work so well together, kind of like bookends. And Polini is the leading scorer for Parma.
Shaw loses it out front. Trying to control the puck is Polini, and he can't come away with it. It's taken away by Parker for Lakewood. His pass is knocked away. They work it out to Weisberg at the point. His shot flies into the air and is off the mark. Weisberg will hit it behind the Redmen's net. Back there hustling is Soldan. Out in front it's saved by Kvasnica, and it'll be covered up, and we'll have a face-off.
Yeah, this first 2.5 minutes basically just played in that end. Parma able to keep the pressure up the entire time. Obviously not getting a lot of shots off yet, but they just keep circling, and Kvasnica can't really get comfortable anytime.
Rao will take the face-off against Loudon. Comes back to the point. Henry shots off the mark. Behind the net, Ferrante knocked off the puck. Rangers trying to get numbers. Passes behind Loudon, and Brow comes away with it for Parma. Brow will head up ice, cross rink. Nice pass to Piche. And now Henry can't keep it in. Will go all the way back into Lakewood's offensive end. And Henry will retreat and grab it. Piche, nice pass to Brow. 2-on-2. Brow and Ferrante head into the offensive end. Brow almost gets around his man and then loses the puck. Goes up against the boards now. Loudon knocks Brow off the puck, and they will slow things down around the boards. Ian Belch now tied up with Henry along the corners. It's knocked behind the Rangers' net. Matt McDonald with it for the Rangers. Belch will drop it into the offensive end of the Redmen, and Parma will head back the other way. We'll get an icing call, and we'll have a face-off.
Well,
11:20 to go first period.
You see the way that Parma's been able to keep the puck down in that end for the most part today. I mean, obviously now we're coming back, and it's interesting because a lot of these forwards you check out, and it's like they began the year as defensemen, and Coach Gaudino's kind of switched things around a little bit, and he's ended up with a team that can play a lot of different styles.
Face-off is won by Eric Patrick. He heads up and is knocked off the puck at center ice. Fighting to keep it alive is Polini. He'll drop it back to Bathgate, and the Redmen will head into their offensive end. Patrick dumps it in, and Polini will chase it down around the boards. It's knocked free and grabbed by Wayne Burke. Burke's knocked off the puck, and Polini will grab it from behind. Crosses center ice and will backhand it in. Sticked away by Kvasnica. Parker trying to clear it. Can't. Shane Blitz will try to carry it up. And it'll be Bathgate grabbing it near center ice for Parma. Sticked away by Brow. Mike Brow, or actually, that's Brandon Bailey. His shot knocked down by Austin Liebold, and Redmen come back the other way. Kelly with the backhand, stolen by Brandon Bailey, and then he's knocked off the puck. Off the boards, it'll be sticked aside by Kvasnica. And Dino Webley will control it. He gives it off to Kyle Loudon. Loudon across center ice, backhands it in, and no Rangers attacking. So it'll be Sean Weisberg heading up ice for Parma. He's checked off the puck by Loudon. And now the Rangers will dump it in and attack, and we'll get an icing call.
Yeah, first they kind of dumped it down there to change lines, and then came in timing-wise in position for the big check. But trying to make something happen, get the icing call.
Neither team really, able to get anything going, anything consistent as far as, crisp passing and doing the things
there
they
was
like
just
to
the
do.
one shot that Brandon Bailey launched with a lot on it, but that's pretty much been the best scoring opportunity of the day.
Brow and Loudon face off, and now Brow will grab it behind the net. Out in front, Henry shot, saved by Kvesnica, saved again by Kvesnica. And just like that, we get our first opportunity on cue. Nice save by Patrick Kvesnica.
Yeah, what's more impressive was the rebound save.
Peach knocked off the puck, and it's controlled by Webley for the Rangers. They dump it into the end, and we'll get an icing call.
One more time, get a look at Kvesnik. I mean, first that shot's come on, but it goes down, and he's, he doesn't really have his balance, but does a good job of staying in front, so he can't get beat off the rebound.
They'll bring it off and face it off to the stick side of Kvesnica. Jeff Soldan wins it, and Henry dumps it back in, but no one there as the Redmen were retreating. Blitz pass is off the mark, but Bailey picks it up and heads into the offensive end. It's behind the Redmen's net. Wayne Burke with a check, but the Redmen come away with it. Around center ice, they can't get it. Kelly, though, does, and then he's ridden off the puck. Nice body check by Dana Parker. Parker in the corner trying to work it ahead, and it's taken away by Bathgate. Behind the net, he's dragged down by Parker. Out in front, nobody home. Weisberg retreats and will keep it in the neutral zone. Henry and knocks it around, but it's going to be Shaw, Mark Shaw coming away with it, and now the Redmen will have it. They head back up ice as Lakewood controls. Dino Wiebel takes it. Brandon Bailey, slap shot by Wiebel is knocked down. And the Redmen come away with it. Kept in the offensive end by Shane Blitz. Ian Belch will forecheck, but Henry has it for Parma. Ferrante, cross-rink pass. He gets it to Weisberg. Knocked away. Brow keeps it alive out in front. Quiche with it, and it's saved by Kvesnica.
Yeah, Peisch does a nice job working through and finding a little bit of an opening. And Kvesnik have been pretty busy in this opening period.
So there'll be a face-off again to the stick side of Kvesnica. It's Brow and Loudon. Loudon wins it, drops it back for Jordan Lance, but the Redmen take it away behind the net. The Redmen can't get anything going. Henry trying to keep it alive. Little stick check comes out to Brow at the point. Wrist shot. Kvesnica with a kick save. Rebound. Behind the net, centered, nobody home, and Kvesnica wisely covers up.
Pretty good looking opportunity there. Nice work behind the net of Peisch getting in and feeding it into the middle. Just nobody home, but boy, things getting more and more dangerous back there for Kvesnica.
This time it'll be a face-off to Kvesnica's glove side. Eric Patrick wins it for the Redmen. It's behind Lakewood's net. And Shane Blitz will try to clear. Wayne Burke has the puck taken away by Polini. Polini trying to hustle back after it in the corner. Brandon Bailey has it taken away by Polini. Polini knocked off the puck, and a save by Kvesnica.
Yeah, Polini working in there. He's picked up by Shane Blitz, just trying to get anything off and able to slip it down in front, but couldn't really get anything on it. You see, Polini gets it there, and then Blitz is going to come up and just ride him enough where all he can do is get a weak backhand. Couldn't really get the shot he wanted.
We get a whistle, and let's see what we're going to get called. And we get a high sticking call.
Face-off will come to the Parma end due to being played with a high stick.
So the ball, it's not a penalty. The puck was played with a high stick, and that will put it into the Lakewood offensive end.
A place where the Rangers really haven't been much in this first period.
Brandon Bailey comes out. Wrist shot is knocked down in front. Bathgate plays it around the boards. Pelini can't control it. And he keeps hustling, and Pelini will come away with it. Tries to pass it, and it goes right to Mark Shaw, and he'll dump it into the Rangers offensive end. Eric Patrick gets it ahead to Jeff Soldan, and he is ridden off the puck by Dino Wiebel. Off the boards, Mark Shaw. Shot is off the mark. It's stick to the backside by Liebold. And coming away with it is Jim Bathgate. He has it stick checked away. Wild shot, and it's saved. A glove save by Liebold on the slap shot by Brandon Bailey. But again, not really anything where he could set up and get a good.
No, at this stage, they're just trying to get anything, any kind of pressure on Liebold, and hoping if you get a shot, maybe a little bit of a deflection, or it's played off to the side, and one of their guys pursuing him can pick up the puck. Burke and Bailey have been very active down at that end. They just haven't been able to get in any kind of position where they can make something happen, but they just keep attacking.
Henry tries to play it out. And hustling back is Dino Wiebel, and the Rangers will control it. Henry can't clear it. It'll be dumped into the offensive end by Ian Bolch for Lakewood, and now coming up to knock it back to the neutral zone is Weisberg. Wiebel will head up ice again with it. A little bit of a wild pass. They'll work across the boards. Matt McDonald gets it to Kyle Loudon. He's knocked off the puck by Brow. Brow comes away with it in the neutral zone. Brow crosses center ice, across the blue line. Wrist shots off the mark.
Yeah, you check the stick work by Brow on both ends, and he comes up with that steal, fires through the offense.
Nice kick save by Kvesnica.
Yeah, he works his way so much. I mean, this is a guy that's on the ice constantly. He's on the power play teams, on a lot of penalty killing units, and he's out there. He puts in about as much ice time as any skater can.
Sonny Ferrante has it go off his skate. Brow trying to clear it. It's knocked down by Loudon at the blue line. Loudon trying to keep it into the offensive end. Can't do it. Redmen will clear it into their offensive end, and we'll get an icing call. 4:27 to go. First period, scoreless. The Cox Communications Hockey Game of the Week right here on Cox 45, local like no other.
And Pat Kvesnica getting a little bit of a breather now.
He was screened there by the fan walking in front of it, but he's been able to keep his composure. So,
Well, the nuances of this game just don't get by you, do they?
Henry with it. Heads up ice. Pass knocked down by Bailey. And Jim Bathgate tries to clear it. It'll be kept in by Dana Parker. And now Pelini forechecking, crosses the blue line, drops it for Kelly off the mark. Kelly back to Pelini behind the net. Pelini trying to do some stick work from behind. He's knocked off the puck by Shane Blitz. Coming away with it is Bailey. Bailey gets it back at center ice. And now he's knocked back by Sean Henry. And the puck will go around the Redmen's net. And Parma trying to head up, taken away, stolen by Wayne Burke. Centering pass, and off the mark is Brandon Bailey. They try to center it again. Quickie by Burke is off the mark. Rebound shot knocked down in front by Bathgate. Bathgate will head up ice to Kelly on the blue line, 2-on-2. Tries to center it, nice pass, shot and a save. Weisberg's shot is off the mark. Rebound is off the mark as well. And Redmen will try to set it back up at center ice. A nice save by Kvesnica.
Yeah, great goal work and deep on both ends of the floor on the ice. To find that breakaway, Kvesnica just one-on-one and able to hold his ground.
Peiss drops it for Ferrante. His shot is on goal and it's saved. And Kvesnica will cover up. 2:49 to go. First period, still scoreless.
Pretty tough for Kvesnica, too, because for the first stretch, there was actually pressure the other way, and you kind of relax a little bit, and all of a sudden there's that breakaway, and he's one-on-one, and he's been solid in that net throughout this first period.
Brow and Loudon will face off. Comes back to Belch, and he will clear it. Henry grabs it at the blue line. He'll head to center ice and dump it into Parma's end. Wiebel working, and it's stolen in front, shot, and off the mark as Mike Brow had it on the doorstep and couldn't put it in. Rangers trying to clear it. Henry keeps it in, but Ian Belch will center it over to McDonald. Matt McDonald knocked off the puck. Belch, trouble in the corner. And Parma will knock it back, and we will get a face-off. 1:57 to go first period.
Well, really, Parma pretty much in control throughout this first period. Things even up a little bit later in the period, but as far as sustaining pressure, when we've had it, it's been Redmen.
Yeah, Kvesnik has had a couple of nice saves. Face-off is won by Lakewood. Mark Shaw, and then it's cleared by the Redmen. Is coming back to get it is Dana Parker. Parker cross rink around the boards. It is stopped by Mark Shaw. And Eric Parker is tied up on the boards. They center it to Wayne Burke. Burke drops it back, and we get an offsides penalty or infraction as he was trying to drop it to Bailey, and Bailey was across the blue line. So we'll have a face-off.
We talked about so many of these defensemen move to forwards, forwards move defensive for Parma, and you see it's just really tough for the Rangers to get behind the defense at all.
And the face-off goes into the Parma end. Weisberg has it stolen away. Slap shot is off the mark by Brandon Bailey. Rebound is on the mark, but it's saved by Leibold. And sticked aside, and coming away with it is Anthony Pellini. Pellini has it stick checked away by Dino Wiebel. And we get a whistle and a stop and play with a minute to go in the first period. Still a scoreless game. This first round matchup in the OHSAA State Hockey Playoffs here at the Brooklyn Recreation Center. It's our Cox Communications Hockey Game of the Week right here on Cox 45. Brow and Loudon face off. It's won by the Redmen. Bathgate crosses the blue line. Bathgate trying to maneuver, and he is ridden down by Jordan Lance. A nice check in the open ice there. Coming back is Jim Bathgate. Takes the puck behind the net, centers it. Shot by Patrick, saved, or it's actually Ferrante, but Kvesnica glove saves, and he covers up. Kvesnika's really had all the answers so
nice
far.
job by Ferrante. He didn't really get that centering pass as cleanly as he wanted, so rather than rush the shot, he kind of hesitates to gain control and got up a better shot than if he went ahead. But again, Kvesnica just solid in there.
Brow wins the face-off, and heading there to try to track it down is Kevin Peisch. And the centering pass a little off the mark. Ferrante will grab it and head back up ice. Weisberg and Peisch. Peisch, little move around the defenseman, and then it's taken away by Loudon. Behind the net, grabbing it is Wiebel, and we're under 10 seconds to go in the period. As a long slap shot will be off the mark, and that'll be the end of the first period. End of the first period, our score, Parma nothing, Lakewood nothing. It's the Cox Communications Hockey Game of the Week right here on Cox 45, where we're local like no other.
Because an education should be a challenge. Because the spirit learns too. Because excellence is a team sport. Because a school can make a difference. Because he deserves our best. St. Edward High School, Now accepting applications for information, call 216-221-3776. Ask about our scholarship fund.
So let me get this straight. If I'm taking the baby to my mom's and he's with Tommy at Little League, no one misses a thing because...
Because the DVR from Cox lets you automatically record your favorite shows.
Amazing.
Guys, dinner's getting cold.
Dave, please, we're having a moment here.
Whatever.
Watch your favorite shows on your schedule with the DVR from Cox. TV waits for you.
Then he says, but officer, I don't even own a duck.
We've got high school sports covered. The Plain Dealer, Ohio's sports powerhouse. The Locker Room, your complete guide to high school sports. Thursdays in the Plain Dealer.
Personal Plumber is your total plumbing service for Cleveland's south and west sides. Personal Plumber specializes in sewer and drain cleaning, high-pressure jet, electronic locating, and TV camera inspection. We're bonded and insured. Personal Plumber. Give us a call at 440-871-4100. That's 440-871-4100. Personal Plumber, your total plumbing service.
Welcome back to the Brooklyn Rec Center. Of course, we're enjoying lots of hockey, and joining us now is Al Sforzo. Al, commissioner of the Brooklyn Recreation Department, so I imagine a lot of things going on, but before we get into the other things, first of all, this hockey tournament here, I mean, we started with 18 teams. This is always a great time here.
Yeah, this is our second game. We started yesterday, and we'll go till February 26th. That'll be the final game. That's a Saturday. That'll be the championship, and that winner goes to the Kent or to Columbus, and 4 teams there will play for the state title.
Okay, so, I mean, we have kind of a tradition here with all the championship. I mean, we still see the excitement now, even though the title game is now in Columbus, has been for a couple of years. Still the same excitement here in Brooklyn?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We just finished up our Barron Cup championship, and the schools that won it were Padua from Parma, and Amherst won the Barron Cup 2. And I'll tell you, were tremendous games over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And for that tournament, we had about 4,200 people. So this tournament always brought us a tremendous amount of people. It's a great following, and there's some great teams here.
Okay, so a lot of us just flock here to the end of January and through February, but for the hockey. But what are some of the other things that go on at the rec center?
We've got figure skating here. In fact, we've got an up-and-coming show April 29th and 30th, which is called Let Me Entertain You. That's the Brooklyn, we have a Brooklyn Figure Skaters, Brooklyn Figure Association, and they put on a great show. We have great skaters come in here. We've had a lot of, we've got hockey here. We have a ex-hockey pro, Jacques Hollander, who teaches the youngsters here on Sunday morning. We have, of course, our whole facility's got the swimming and tremendous amount of entertainment we have here at the center. It's just a lot to do here. It's an older facility, but we keep it up, and we get a lot of play here.
Man, as we were coming down here, I saw the Taekwondo going on. The kids look like they're 8, 10 years old, but I think I can take them.
Oh, you got up some smaller ones than that. Now you probably have a problem. There's some 4 or 5-year-olds up there that'll really kick. So,
all right, well, we'll stay away from it. Al, we appreciate you joining us. We got more hockey on the way. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you very much. Appreciate
Al
it.
Sforzo, Brooklyn Rec Commissioner, and of course more hockey coming back when we come back.
People in your life make all the difference. The best of times are the times with your friends. In my life, all my friends are with me to the end. Life is good when you've got your friends.
When friends get together for a game, for a movie, or just because, it's good to know you have the latest in digital entertainment with Cox Digital Cable.
Life is good when you've got your friends.
We've got high school sports covered. The Plain Dealer, Ohio's sports powerhouse. The Locker Room, your complete guide to high school sports. Thursdays in the Plain Dealer.
Personal Plumber is your total plumbing service for Cleveland's south and west sides. Personal Plumber specializes in sewer and drain cleaning, high-pressure jet, electronic locating, and TV camera inspection. We're bonded and insured. Personal Plumber. Give us a call at 440-871-4100. 4100. That's 440-871-4100. Personal Plumber, your total plumbing service.
Because an education should be a challenge. Because the spirit learns too. Because excellence is a team sport. Because a school can make a difference. Because he deserves our best. St. Edward High School, now accepting applications. For information, call 216-221-3776. Ask about our scholarship fund.
Welcome back to the Brooklyn Recreation Center for the second period of action on the Cox Communications Hockey Game of the Week. First round of the OHSAA state playoffs. Parma and Lakewood are scoreless, and we will face it off. It's Eric Patrick going against Kyle Loden. And Loden knocks it right to Weisberg. Weisberg crosses the blue line, wrist shots off the mark. Polini tries to knock it in. Kvesnica will cover up on it.
And talk about opening up aggressively, too. And that was one of the things Coach Gaudino said. As we have different style, different systems of forechecking, we can switch out. And he was saying, we can be very aggressive, we can be very defensive, and they kind of switch up and attack right off the start. And what kept Pat Kvesnica, the only breaks he's going to get, it looks like, are those intermissions.
Polina checked off the puck, centering for Patrick. He misses it. Weisberg follows up. The shot's knocked down in front by Jordan Lance. Kept in by, now Weisberg can't keep it in. Kind of jumped up off his skates, but it'll be icing against Lakewood. We'll come back into the Parma offensive end and face it off stick side of Patrick Kvesnica. And Kvesnika's played a great game. And there you see Brow. And they will look to Mike Brow to make something happen out there.
And he's come close a couple times. Of course, he had that one pass, just point-blank range. Couldn't quite get it in. Couldn't beat Kvesnica, as no one has, but he's been all over the ice.
Brow wins the face-off, comes out with it, will drop it behind the boards. Ferrante gets to the corner. Behind the net is Brow. Brow to the point. Bathgate, slap shot just off the mark. Rebound is gathered up by Henry. And behind the net, it will be Biltz. Plays it off the boards. Biltz comes up and grabs it and then has it knocked away. But they can't clear. And now Brow will retreat into the defensive end for the Redmen, and we get a broken stick. As Shane Blitz is going to have to go get some more lumber there. Ferrante retreats and will backhand it. Brow in the neutral zone. It'll be Bathgate out near center ice. Wayne Burke grabs it for the Lakewood Rangers. And Burke knocks it down. Brow controls it. Brow gets into the offensive end but has the puck knocked away. Wayne Burke tries to center but has it knocked away. Brow back at center ice, has it. Brow crosses the blue line. Brow coming in on Kvesnica, shoots, and he scores! A nice goal by Mike Brow. 1-0 Parma.
And this goal really starts up top where he's able to bait the defenseman and get around him. And terrific work by Brow. Coming down the ice, he just gets the angle, and then it's just one-on-one. A nice job just waiting patiently, going to swinging over the left and just firing in with a forehand.
Mike Brow puts Parma ahead 1-0.
See, right there, he had a little fake like he was going inside and gets by the defender and then just rides by. There's really nothing Kvesnica can do.
They switched up the centers. Brow, they put Brow on their second line and Patrick on their first line. And that might have been to get a better matchup for Brow because it certainly worked. 2 minutes and 15 seconds into this period, Brow scores on that second line.
Yeah, right off the opening faceoff, they were able to get down some offensive pressure, and there, that Brow, once he gets in position, makes the terrific move and puts it away and puts Parma up.
Patrick trying to center it. Couldn't quite get there. Belch. Loudon comes away with it. Loudon drops it for McDonald, and he can't control it. Goes into the corner. Loudon trying to get it to McDonald. It'll be Weeble retreating, and he grabs it. Out in front, and it's stolen away. The shot is off the mark by Anthony Polini.
Yeah, talk about right place at the right time. Just picks that pass off right in front.
McDonald knocked down at center ice. Weisberg trying to get it in. Kvesniko will stick it aside. Henry can't keep it in. And we'll get an icing call.
Lakewood icing.
Actually, what they did with Brow is they rotated lines. They put their second line against Lakewood's first line. So Brow in the first line of Parma went up against that second line, and that's what led to the goal. And they do the same thing here as both teams switch. So it's actually Parma's first line going against Lakewood's second. Henry, slap shot from the point, knocked down in front. Brow backhands it in. Ferrante gets to the corner, wins it. Ferrante drops it for Brow behind the net. Trying to give it back to Ferrante, but he was too close. Brow again, drops it in the corner. Peisch will hustle and try to get to it, but Lakewood comes away with it. Brow keeps it in, and now it's Biltz. Shane Biltz carrying it up ice and in the neutral zone. And Biltz will knock it in, and they will forecheck, but grabbing it is Jim Bathgate for Parma. Slap shot is way off the mark by Ryan Jackson. In the corner. Bailey has checked off the puck. Nice work out in front by Burke. Back to Bailey. He fans on it, and Liebold covers up. Brandon Bailey got kind of tied up and couldn't get to the puck, and Liebold took the opportunity to cover up, and we will have a face-off to the glove side of Austin Liebold with 10:43 to go, second period.
That second line, the freshman line for the Rangers, they've been coming so close to making things happen, but again, even when they've missed, they haven't been able to sustain any kind of pressure on Liebold. You miss, you get an opportunity, and then the puck just goes right back down the other way.
McDonald tied up in the corner by Eric Patrick, and he will dump it down. Retreating to grab it is Weeble. Gets it to McDonald at center ice. He tries to dump it in for Loudon, but nothing doing. Patrick knocks it into the end. Weisberg will keep it in. Wrist shot is off the mark around the boards. McDonald will chase it down for Lakewood. Nice pass ahead to Loudon. Loudon works it in the corner behind the net. Tries to center it. No one home. Slap shot from the point, and a nice stick save by Liebold. Slap shot knocked down in front and sticked away by Liebold. And that slap shot was by Weeble. In the corner, kind of tied up. Loudon comes away with it. Can't center it though. And now heading back up ice is Bathgate. Bathgate, nice pass ahead on the wing to Solden. His shot's off the mark. Behind the net, it'll be Loudon working for it. Comes out in front. Polini's shot is off the mark. And it'll be Weisberg keeping it in at the blue line for Parma. Now they'll back up and try to reset. Patrick gets it ahead to Polini. Polini across the blue line. Stops, works his way in. Shot is knocked down by Kvesnica. We get a whistle.
Well, yeah, Solden came in from behind on Kvesnica when Kvesnica was out in front after the deflection and hit Kvesnica from behind, and then they got a little bit of a pushing match there. And normally that's going to be an interference call, and that's what we're going to get.
It'll be Soldan. 2 minutes for interference.
See, after the shot now, Soldan's coming in from behind, and he hits Kvesnica there, kind of a blindside, and Kvesnica not real happy about it.
He was kind of knocked that way by the other defenseman.
Regardless,
Dino
we get our
Weeble, but it's a 2-minute penalty for power play for Lakewood.
Yeah, our first power play of the night.
And actually, they're going to have coincidental penalties. They're also sending
With 9 minutes remaining in the
Ian
second
Belch.
period, coincidental penalties. Parma number 11, Justin Kelly, 2 minor roughing.
So it'll be on Justin Kelly.
Number 1,
They called Kvesnica for pushing back, so it'll be there'll be coincidental minors, 2 minutes for roughing. Centering pass saved by Kvesnica. Off the shot by Weisberg. And Ferrante, it's tipped up. Kvesnica knocks it down, saves it again, and this one goes out of play. Peisch was right on the doorstep, and Kvesnica knocked it down with a glove.
Redmen doing a terrific job of getting the puck in shooting positions and really keeping the pressure up here. I mean, look at just where they end up, right off the side there, and then well, if you keep going,
kind of hit the butt end of the stick there and went out of play. We'll have the face-off right at the blue line. But, you know, Kvesnica, he's given up the goal, but it could easily be 2-3 nothing at this point. He's made a couple of really nice saves. Shane Biltz trying to clear it. Slap shot from Weisberg off the mark. Henry puts it on goal, and it's saved by Kvesnica. He'll cover up.
And again, there you have Peisch right in front. If that puck comes out at all, if Kvesnica doesn't get a clean stop and able to smother it, Peisch is just sitting there waiting for the deflection. Right outside your
there
screen.
It is, right there.
And here comes Peisch right there, and Kvesnica wisely, as the puck starts to slide out, pounces on it and just smothers it.
Mark Shaw heads up ice, and he'll dump it in and attack. Keeping it in is Biltz. Plays it off the boards, but it's knocked down out in front. McDonald can't handle it. Shaw plays it around the boards again. Hustling over is Justin Kelly. Behind the net, working forward is Polini. Polini centers it. Patrick, backhand, knocked down in front. Loudon comes away with it. 2-on-2, Loudon gives it, and a misses connection as he was trying to get it over to Mark Shaw. Shaw will drop it back to Loudon. Slap shot is off the mark. Biltz will retreat to center ice with it, and he will try to get it to McDonald. McDonald grabs it at the blue line, drops it for Loudon. Loudon working, has it stick checked away. Biltz will retreat to center ice and pick it up. 6:55 to go. Slap shot is just a little bit high by Biltz, but it was on target. Burke is spun around off the puck. Polini can't control it. Burke drops it back to Wiebel. Wiebel. Burke at center ice. Little backhand. It'll be wristed in there by Burke. And the Rangers will change things up. Brandon Bailey forechecking, but it's going to be Anthony Polini coming away with it. And now Wiebel will try to dump it into the end, but the Redmen play it from the neutral zone into their end. Goes around the boards, and Brow. Peisch throws it on goal, and it's saved by Kvesnica.
You just look at how long these Redmen skaters stay on the ice, and you mentioned before they kind of switch things up a little bit with the lines rotating them, but then just throughout the natural progression of the game, since they basically run 2.5 lines, you're going to get a lot of different matchups throughout the night.
Face-off will be to the glove side of Kvesnica. Brow gets it behind the net. Brow trying to set it up. Drops it for Ferrante. Back to Brow. Comes in. Brow wraps around. Centers it. Ferrante knocked off the puck. It's loose in front. Coming away with it is Wiebel.
Good job by Justin Lance, just not giving Ferrante any kind of chance to get control of that centering pass and taking him out of the play.
Brow retreats with it. He will drop it for Bathgate. Jim Bathgate across center ice. Plays it ahead. Peisch can't get it in the corners. Dino Wiebel gets it over to McDonald, and he'll play it back against the boards over to Ian Belch. Tied up on the boards. McDonald knocks it down. Weisberg plays it off the boards. Trying to get it. He's ridden off the puck by Loudon. Weisberg still has it out in front. Saved by Kvesnica. And it comes out to Belch. He's knocked off the puck in the neutral zone. Bathgate, a slap shot, is off the mark. Bathgate again with the rebound. Nice work. Backhand right on goal, and it's saved by Kvesnica.
It's amazing as this game goes on. All the deflections, all the rebounds just seem to be going Parma's way. And Bathgate right on top of that one. And so many times they're taking those deep slap shots or what you would think is a wild shot. And that's basically they're just setting it up for any kind of rebound, deflection, something off the boards, because they're beating Lakewood to those loose pucks.
Patrick will face off for the Redmen. He wins it right on goal, and it's saved again by Kvesnica as he knocked it down with a shoulder and covered up. So we'll do it again.
They keep peppering him with shots, but again, 4:32
saved by
left.
Kvesnica. It was loose in front, goes behind the net. Defenseman doing a good job of tying up Stevens, or Justin Kelly rather. Weisberg's shot is knocked down in front. Rebound is put on goal, and it's saved again by Kvesnica.
And what I meant to say before that is, as we started that off, is it's amazing that it's only 1-0. Kvesnica playing a terrific game, and of course getting some help there from his defenseman.
So this time we'll move over to the stick side of Kvesnica. 4:17 to go, second period. 1-0, Parma leading. First round of the OHSAA State Hockey Playoffs right here on Cox 45. Kept in by Henry. And this time, Bilks will get it center ice. Bailey, nice move. Brandon Bailey, good pass to Wayne Burke. He's knocked down from behind. And I think we're going to get a penalty. Power play opportunity upcoming for Lakewood as Weisberg brought Wayne Burke down from behind.
Terrific play first with the skating and then feeding, and
Yep,
Weisberg
right there.
really, that's all
Good
he can
call.
do. He's beaten. He basically has to do that.
It's a good call. You saw he kind of hooked him from behind.
So now we'll get our first power play of the night. Boy, terrific skating and stick work by Brandon Bailey getting that thing started.
Power play opportunity for Lakewood with 4 minutes and 1 second remaining in the second. The Rangers trailing Parma 1-0. Face off to the stick side and right on goal by Biltz. A nice kick save by Liebold. And Shane Biltz will chase it now. Plays it off the boards. And now it's going to be Brow keeping it in. And Loudon will try to get things set up for the Rangers. Loudon heads up ice. Gets it to McDonald. Back to Loudon. McDonald working in. Slap shot is off the mark by Brandon Bailey. Loudon recycles it out in front. Loudon, wrist shot on goal is saved. And coming away with it is Wiebel. He has it knocked away by Ferrante. And it will be cleared by Jim Bathgate. Shane Biltz will have to retreat, and he will grab it. Mike Brow putting a little bit of pressure on. Polini takes the puck away and will just throw it along the boards. Biltz will head up ice. 1 minute remaining in the power play. Stolen away by Brow. He comes in on goal, saved by Kvesnica. And it'll be Brandon Bailey heading up ice. 40 seconds remaining in the power play for the Rangers. Bailey on the fly, loses his footing, throws it up in a little basket catch by Liebold. He'll cover up.
Yeah, he really doesn't have anything to show for it yet on the scoreboard, but Bailey, just a really explosive skater. You see how quickly he makes things happen. Before it was on that assist that started this power play with the trip, but here it just gets ahead and just trips up a little bit on his way, but you just see it how quickly he accelerates past defenders.
36 seconds remaining on the power play. Loudon to Bailey. They work it around to Biltz. Tries to backhand it, but it's going to be Polini clearing it. That'll eat some time off of the power play inside of 30 seconds. Stevens has knocked off the puck. Biltz heads up ice for Lakewood. He will try to dump it into the Rangers' end, and he does. Peisch goes back to grab it for Lakewood, kept in by Loudon. And now Stevens kept in by Bailey, down to 10 seconds on the power play. Behind the net, Wiebel. Shot at point-blank range, saved by Liebold as Biltz couldn't connect. Both teams back to equal strength. Bailey gets it. He'll drop it to Biltz. 1:49 to go in the period. McDonald knocked off the puck. It's grabbed by Polini. Bailey can't control it right out in front. Wiebel will, and he'll backtrack and try to set things up for the Rangers. Dumps it into the offensive end, but it's controlled by Bathgate. Bathgate gets it ahead to Stevens. Actually, it's Peisch. But it's going to be knocked back into the other end by Biltz. Bathgate touches it, 1:13 to go. He'll head back up ice. Misses connection. Polini hustling, though, grabs the puck. Polini coming on Kvesnica. We get a whistle, and I think we're going to have Parma on the power play as we get a tripping penalty on Lakewood.
Yeah, Polini gets loose, and Wiebel's coming up from behind, and that deflection, and Polini's in a perfect position for a one-on-one, and that's Wiebel's stick just catching the skate, and you've got to call that. So they'll finish this period on the power play.
With 1:05 remaining in the second period, Lakewood penalty to number 13, David Weibel, 2-minute minor tripping. Man advantage, Parma.
So 2-minute power play for the Redmen. Henry dumps it in. And grabbing it will be Jordan Lance. Mike Brow puts some pressure on him, and Lance will fire it down behind the net of the Redmen.
That's clearing it with authority.
Ferrante grabs it. Redmen trying to get things straightened out here. 43 seconds in the period, and they'll head up ice. Brow trying to get it to Henry. He will backhand it into the offensive end, and now it'll be knocked around the boards and go behind the net. Grabbing it for Lakewood is Lance. He's ridden off the puck by Brow. Brow still fighting in the corner, comes away with it. Mike Brow gets it over to Weisberg. His shot's knocked down by McDonald. Out to Brow. Slap shot deflected high behind the net. Henry will keep it in. Down to 10 seconds in the period. Brow. Ferrante. He's knocked off the puck. And that will do it for the second period. Second period, Parma scores, so they have a 1-0 lead on Lakewood. They will also be on the power play for the first 55 seconds of the third period. But we go to the second period break with our score, Parma 1, Lakewood 0. It's the Cox Communications Hockey Game of the Week right here on Cox 45, local like no other. Personal Plumber is your total plumbing service for Cleveland's south and west sides. Personal Plumber specializes in sewer and drain cleaning, high-pressure jet, electronic locating, and TV camera inspection. We're bonded and insured. Personal Plumber. Give us a call at 440-871-4100. That's 440-871-4100. Personal Plumber, your total plumbing service.
Because an education should be a challenge. Because the spirit learns too. Because excellence is a team sport. Because a school can make a difference. Because he deserves our best. St. Edward High School, now accepting applications. For information, call 216-221-3776. Ask about our scholarship fund.
People in your life make all the difference. The best of times are the times with your friends. In my life, all my friends are with me to the end. Life is good when you've got your friends.
When friends get together for a game, for a movie, or just because, it's good to know you have the latest in digital entertainment with Cox Digital Cable.
Life is good when you've got your friends.
We've got high school sports covered. The Plain Dealer, Ohio's sports powerhouse. The Locker Room, your complete guide to high school sports. Thursdays in the Plain Dealer.
There's a channel for just about anything you want on TV. Sports, movies, cooking.
And my favorite, music, 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 as well as more music.
My friend Franklin here is talking about Music Choice.
Music Choice is where music happens, and it's available on digital cable.
Music Choice gives you the power to tap into dozens of non-stop music channels 24 hours a day. The power to have the music you want when you want it. The power to choose your favorite...
Oh, I want the power.
Take it easy, Franklin.
Sorry, man, but listen to what you get.
Everything from classic R&B to today's country. 80s to solid gold oldies. 70s, gospel, R&B and hip hop, rap, jazz,
You name it.
Well, okay, rock. You didn't mention rock.
What kind?
classic rock, progressive, alternative rock, soft rock, power rock, metal.
Music Choice has them all. And it delivers music news and information to take your listening experience to a whole new level.
And you give you album covers, learn the facts about your favorite band, and a whole lot more.
Ready to tune in? Just grab your remote and find your favorite music channel on your guide and sit back and enjoy Music Choice, where music happens.
Don't mind if I do.
Music Choice, where music happens.
When meeting a representative from Cox, you might think we just provide services for your home. But there's more, like high-speed business internet with a range of fast and reliable speeds and commercial cable, all from one local provider, all of which helps businesses of any size and the occasional mid-size sedan. Think bigger. Think Cox Business Services.
Afternoon, sir. How are you?
Good.
Well, prepare to be great, my friend. I present the Turbo Suck 3000.
Actually, you know, my show's about to start.
Don't worry, Dave. The Cox DVR is set to record every episode. You can watch it when he's done.
Perfect. I'll just need an outlet.
Watch your favorite shows on your schedule with the DVR from Cox. TV waits for you.
Because an education should be a challenge. Because the spirit learns too. Because excellence is a team sport. Because a school can make a difference. Because he deserves our best. St. Edward High School, now accepting applications for information, call 216-221-3776. Ask about our scholarship fund.
So let me get this straight. If I'm taking the baby to my mom's and he's with Tommy at Little League, no one misses a thing because...
Because the DVR from Cox lets you automatically record your favorite shows.
Amazing.
Guys, dinner's getting cold.
Dave, please, we're having a moment here.
Whatever.
Watch your favorite shows on your schedule with the DVR from Cox. TV waits for you.
Then he says, but officer, I don't even own a duck.
We've got high school sports covered. The Plain Dealer, Ohio's sports powerhouse. The Locker Room, your complete guide to high school sports. Thursdays in the Plain Dealer.
Personal Plumber is your total plumbing service for Cleveland's south and west sides. Personal Plumber specializes in sewer and drain cleaning, high-pressure jet, electronic locating, and TV camera inspection. We're bonded and insured. Personal Plumber. Give us a call at 440-871-4100. That's 440-871-4100. Personal Plumber, your total plumbing service. Welcome back to Brooklyn Recreation Center. First round state playoff game between Parma and Lakewood. The Redmen leading the Rangers 1-0. And they will also have a power play for the first 55 seconds of the third period. And we are set to get the final 15 minutes of hockey started here in this first round state playoff game. Patrick goes against McDonald and they win it. And now Bathgate trying to dump it in, but McDonald keeps it in the Lakewood end. Weisberg will head up ice. He gets it ahead to Pellini. Pellini crosses the blue line. Pellini trying to center, and it's just off the mark. Kelly chases it down. Pellini back behind the net. Stops a little bit short, trying to get it out front. Biltz will knock it away. Kept in by Bathgate, and it'll be McDonald backhanding it in, down to 15 seconds on the power play for the Redmen. Bathgate grabs it, and they will head up ice one final time with the man advantage. And we will get an icing penalty.
Yeah, right after the extra skater comes back on, they get the icing, and a good job by the penalty killers of the Rangers, and really not allowing any kind of an opening to get a shot off. Really had to force that centering pass, and even that was defended in that last drive down. So, well, even everything up at 14-10.
6 seconds remaining in the power play. Brow faces off against McDonald. And it'll be Brow grabbing it behind the net, and out of the penalty box comes Weibel. And both teams at full strength. Brow comes in and has the puck knocked away as he was trying to center it. Peisch fighting in the corner for it. Henry drops it back in. Burke slaps it around the boards. McDonald can't keep it in. Weisberg gets knocked down, and I think we're going to get another tripping penalty and another power play opportunity for the Redmen.
Yeah, tough play for the Rangers, and you just get out of the power, just get out of the killing unit, and then this trip is going to send them right back in there.
And it is a tripping penalty on Matt McDonald, so it'll be another 2-minute power play for the Parma Redmen, already leading 1-0.
And that one really wasn't a necessary one. He's just trying to get back in position. I think Brow had slipped by him. And
Weibel will clear it, and Henry will skate back to grab it for Parma. Works it ahead and misses everybody. We'll get an icing penalty, and it's coming back into the Lakewood offensive end. 1:44 to go.
Yeah, fortunately for Lakewood, I mean, their power play units look good, but their goalie has looked better. Paul Kaviznica, with 26 saves so far on the night. The other end, Austin Liebel with 10, but boy, Kaviznica's had him coming at him from all angles, and it's really held up well, only allowing one to get by so far.
Yeah, Mike Brow with a nice move, scored the only goal of the game so far. Dumping it in is Jordan Lance. Henry comes away with it. Cross ring pass to Peisch. Goes into the Parma offensive end. Brow grabs it back in the neutral zone. They'll try to recycle and set things up. Brow finds some opening. Brow dumps it for Weisberg. Shot is saved by Kaviznica as he knocked it away with a glove.
Terrific play by Brow, too, to kind of break down the defense and then flick out to Weisberg.
Brow with it again in the corner. Brow has some room again, and his pass for Weisberg is stolen by Loud. Loud will dump it into the Lakewood offensive end as we are at 1:04 to go in the power play for Parma.
Nice job of Loudon reading that play and picking it off because Weisberg's setting up to launch another one, and he had players around the crease for any kind of deflection.
Peisch's pass for Ferrante won't connect, and now Henry back to Peisch, centers it, and he misses Ferrante again. Biltz will dump it back in. We're down to 35 seconds on the power play. 12:14 to go in the third period. Loudon has it taken away by Kelly. Kelly's wrist shot is on goal, and it's saved by Kvesnica, and he'll cover up.
Kind of a deceptive play by Kelly, too, because that almost looked like it was some kind of pass, and he slips that towards Kvesnica, and I think it might have caught him a little bit off guard, but like everything else, Kvesnica just able to get down on top of it, and we'll get a face-off.
Face-off will be to the stick side of Kvesnica. Kelly knocks it into the corner. Biltz will play it around the boards. Ferrante retreats back to his own blue line, and he'll grab the puck, and the Redmen will head up ice. 14 seconds on the power play. They missed the pass, and it's going to be Parker who will dump it back in. 8 seconds on the power play. Bathgate crosses center ice, crosses the blue line, and Kelly was ahead of the play. It'll be an offsides. 2 seconds remaining on the power play, so looks like Lakewood will successfully kill off 4 minutes in power play here in the first 5 minutes of the period.
Which is terrific and good news for Coach Scott Little, but the flip side is he's got, once he gets back at full strength, he's got to get some kind of offense going. Leavold has only had 10 shots on goal against him, and obviously you're going to have to do a lot better than that when you're down one.
And both teams are at full strength. Polini plays it ahead, but it'll be kept in by Lakewood. Biltz trying to intercept the pass for Kelly. He's tied up along the boards. He and Biltz and Kelly going at it. And it'll be Loud dumping it into the Lakewood offensive end. McDonald hustling after it, but he can't get there. As Henry will play it around the boards. Biltz slap shot is saved. Rebound. Loud scores! Nice play by Kyle Loud, picking up the save on the rebound and putting it home. We're tied at 1.
That's what they've been waiting for, is one of those deflections to just come out a little bit too far. Kvesnikas done such a good job of any kind of deflection squashing it, and this time Biltz lets it go. I'm sorry, Leavold with a deflection, and there's Loudon to clean up. Sorry, I got so used to saying Kvesnica and saves, but terrific play and great effort following up by Loudon, and we're all tied up.
Slap shot is off the mark by Sean Weisberg. Line works it over to Belch. Belch knocked off the puck. Bathgate trying to clear. Ferrante gets it over to Peisch. Peisch one-on-one, now has Brow on the side, and he's knocked off the puck by
Yeah, that's a good job by Weibel, too, defensively.
Parma will try to head back up ice. Brow knocks it off the boards. Ferrante trying to drop it for Brow. Brow gets there and drops it back. Nobody home. Bathgate to Peisch. Peisch over to Brow. Brow, nice move at the blue line. Brow coming in on Kvesnica. He kick save. The rebound by Brow is way too high.
Well, you love about Brow, first of all, his stick handling is terrific. A little deceptive speed, and then he just keeps following up on those shots.
Out front, slap shot off the mark by Polini. Coming away with it. It's kept in. Polini backhand saved by Kvesnica, and he covers up.
You see why I get so used to saying Kvesnikas. First, he deflects the shot by Weisberg, and then Polini coming in. He's able to stop that. Just a good night goal for Kvesnica.
9:40
And there's the first
remaining.
one. Deflects it out, and then right in front for the rebound is Polini, and Kvesnica's all over that too.
Stevens face off. Henry grabs it at the point. Stevens behind the net. Tied up momentarily by Parker. Parma works it free. Kept in there by Weisberg. His shot's knocked down out in front. Henry dumps it into the corner. Good hustle by the Rangers. Coming away with it is Bailey. Bailey cross rink for Burke, but it'll be run down by Sean Weisberg. Weisberg retreats behind his own net. Bailey off the boards out in front, knocked down by Henry. Gets it ahead to Weisberg. He can't handle it. Burke has it. Bailey knocked off the puck. It comes to Biltz. And now Henry comes away with it for Parma. 8:50 remaining, third period, tied at 1. Parma can't keep it in. Is retreating with it is Eric Patrick. Over to Kelly. Kelly crosses the blue line. Kelly on goal, stick saved by Kvesnica. Weibel grabs it, trying to drop it, nobody home. Cross rink pass by Patrick. Again, nobody home. And now Loudon hustling down ice for Lakewood, knocked off the puck. But it comes right out to Ian Belch. He can't center it. Comes back to Belch. Behind the net, Henry knocks it down. Eric Patrick can't clear. Henry gets it ahead to Kelly. It's knocked free, though, by Weibel. And it will go into the Lakewood end behind the Parma net. 7:55 to go in the third. Comes ahead to Patrick. Patrick with the backhand into the offensive end, sticked aside by Kvesnica. Grabbing it for the Rangers is Weibel, but out front, Weisberg loses control of it. And it will be chased down by Jordan Lance. Kept in for the Redmen by Sonny Ferrante. And now Weisberg will go on the attack for checking. Weisberg ridden off the puck nicely by Weibel. And it is controlled by Lance. Lance can't get it out, though. Kept in by the Redmen. Goes behind their net. Centering pass, nobody home. It comes right to Lance. Jordan Lance heads up ice. He'll dump it into the offensive end. And we will get a whistle and an icing on the Rangers as they will switch up lines. 6:52 to go in the third.
Yeah, they were just really due for a line change. So you go ahead and send that down for the icing and switch things up. And boy, an active couple minutes we just sat through there. And the thing with Kvesnica, you notice, I mean, he just keeps getting, shots fired at him. But the way he keeps his balance, and that's the reason he's able to stop so many of these rebound goals.
Ryan Jackson knocks it into the Lakewood end, but it's grabbed by Jim Bathgate. He is knocked down behind his own net by Wayne Burke. He and Burke fighting for the puck in the corner. Bathgate knocks it free. Ferrante touches it up. Back to Bathgate, but it will be, that'll be knocked down by Sonny Ferrante, who forechecks aggressively, but Shane Biltz will knock it around the boards to Burke. Brow can't touch it. Henry will keep it in. Ferrante again forechecking. Peisch comes away with it. Peisch behind the net to Ferrante. Out front, nobody there. And it's knocked down into the Lakewood end by Biltz, and we'll get an icing. 6 minutes remaining in the third period. We're tied up at 1. Parma and Lakewood, first round of the state hockey playoffs here at Brooklyn Rec.
Paul Gandino, in his first year as the head coach, he'd been assistant here for a couple of years. Doesn't have a very deep team, but boy, for a squad that runs 2.5 lines and just a few defensemen, they just keep the pressure up throughout the game.
Loudon comes away trying to split the defenders. Kyle Loudon coming in on goal. Shot! Saved! It's just sitting there, and they say it's a goal.
This is a terrific job by Loud. Boy, does he just explode by the defenders and put himself in position where it's just he and Liebold. And with 5:48 gives the Rangers a lead if they just come alive in this period. Look at that. Splits the two defenders, gets by, has a trailer, and then fires it just in between the pads. Yep. And crosses the line.
2 goals by Kyle Loudon here in the third period have given the Rangers a 2-1 lead. 5:40 remaining.
Take one more look at this. Splits the defenders and puts himself in position, and as he's going down, regains his balance, just gets right in between the pads. It slides and hits off the
pipe in the back.
Yep. Terrific move. Not a bad celebration either.
We will have a face-off to the stick side of Kvesnica. Brow tied up. Loud trying to come away with it again, and Bathgate will keep it in for the Redmen. 5:30 remaining, third period. Ferrante knocks Weibel off the puck in the corner. Peisch working to free it. Brow comes away with it out front. Backhand is sticked aside by Kvesnica. And it will be knocked down, and we will get a icing call as McDonald just trying to clear it and does so. But it'll come back, and we'll have a face-off right to the glove side of Patrick Kvesnica, who has played very well in goal tonight.
And he's
Lakewood.
certainly got more than an eyeful of Mike Brow. That center has just been circling and circling. Whether Brow's putting the pressure on himself or he's really been feeding Weisberg, the defenseman, a lot for shots. He's just kept Kvesnica busy.
Wayne Burke will knock the puck into the offensive end. We'll get another icing call. 4:59 to go in the third. 2-1 Lakewood leading with 2 late goals by Kyle Loudon.
Loudon really all over the ice. I mean, his first one, the deflection follow, and then that one he kind of takes on his own and blows by everyone on his way to face Liebold.
Brow in the corner, working forward is Ferrante. Ferrante behind the net, gets the puck. He's knocked off it, and coming away with it is Biltz. Shane Biltz out front. They work it to Wayne Burke. Burke centers it and knocked off the puck. Burke comes away with it. Slap shot saved by Liebold. Hustling up to grab it is Bailey, and his shot is off the mark. Biltz will grab it near the blue line. Ferrante out to try to tie him up. Bathgate trying to clear it. Biltz keeps it in. And Weisberg will grab it for Parma. Weisberg trying to head up ice. Biltz has it, retreats to center ice. And he will dump it back into the offensive end. Bathgate will grab it as we approach the 4-minute mark in the third period. Bathgate ahead to Brow. Brow crosses center ice. Brow coming in on Kvesnica. Shoot saved by Kvesnica.
And the great thing about Brow is no matter what possession it is, he never looks like he's rushing himself. Very patient as the defense is coming to always making sure he gets a good shot off.
We get a penalty, I believe. And I think it's going to be...
You got Justin Kelly heading to the box.
I think it's going to be slashing.
With 3:46 remaining in the third period, partial penalty to number 11, Justin
Well, this is going to be a pretty tough penalty when you're down one. And see Kelly there on the corner. And after he goes down, he comes back up, if you stay on here, and just kind of right there with the stick. And
that'll
just a frustration penalty at a very bad time.
Wayne Burke knocks the puck out to McDonald at center ice. 2-minute power play now, down to 1:45 on it for Lakewood. Biltz has the shot knocked away by Henry. McDonald in the corner, trying to drop it for Biltz. Polini works to free it. It comes away to Patrick. He's knocked off the puck, and Biltz will carry it back into the offensive end. A rising slap shot goes over Liebold. McDonald gathers it for Lakewood. McDonald around the net. Out front, Bailey shoots and scores. Brandon Bailey makes it 3-1 Lakewood.
Absolutely terrific play by the Rangers. Great work together. McDonald brings it around from behind the net and sets up Bailey. I mean, you just look at this. This is like you're drawing it up in practice. A slight move like he's going to go inside, and look at where Bailey gets that puck. Just a terrific job and the perfect shot by Bailey. And all of a sudden, Lakewood, boy, a huge third period, goes up 2 goals here.
And we have a timeout by the Parma Redmen, down 3-1.
Yeah,
and
one more look at it. That's a terrific job, and it's really kind of set up by McDonald faking on the other side of the net. Then you get that screen up top, faking like he's going to center up top.
And both defenders went to Dino Weeble, or David Weeble, and that left Bailey alone to kind of sneak in the backside, and he was wide open, and he buried it.
Yeah, Bailey, the guy on that freshman line, and of course they mix things up a little bit here. Now Parma's got to worry, about how they're going to gain ground here. But Bailey, especially in the first period, he was one of the guys that looked like he was about to break free for the Rangers when they were really in a bit of a funk. boy, Parma, all of a sudden, a game that they were only up 1-0 for most of the game, but seemed to have control of the pace and everything going their way. In a bit of a bind here.
Well, the old saying is in tournament hockey, you ride a hot goalkeeper, and that's what they've done. Patrick Kvesnica really kept him in the game those first 2 periods with 26 saves in the first 2 periods, allowing just the 1 goal. And the offense has kind of done its share here in the 3rd period, scoring 3 to make it a 3-1 lead.
And as this period's gone on, you see the Rangers get to more of the loose pucks that Parma was getting to earlier.
Well, the Redmen now have to gamble a little bit more than they want to. Jordan Lance retreats. Brow grabs it, keeps it in. Ferrante in the corner. Peisch trying to get to it to keep it in, but he can't. Ferrante will retreat. Drops it for Peisch near center ice. Peisch will retreat to the blue line. And good hustle by Weibel. Weisberg knocks him off the puck. Weibel keeps after it. And right now, if you're the Rangers, you want to keep the puck in that end.
Hey, you kind of want to do that all the time, don't you?
Especially up 2 goals with 2:18 remaining. Slap shot is off the mark by Wayne Burke. Paulini gets it over to Ferrante, to Bathgate, ahead to Brow. Brow slap shot knocked down by Kvesnica. Bathgate forechecking in the corner. Now Brow will try to tie up Biltz. We're inside of 2 minutes. Weisberg fans on the shot, gets it back. Weisberg knocked off the puck out in front. Bathgate can't get it to go. Behind the net, it's still loose out in front. And now it comes back out to the point. They pull the goalie and go to a 6th attacker here. And coming down, Paulini grabs the puck. Crosses center ice. Across the blue line, Peisch, we get a whistle. And I think we're going to get a penalty on Lakewood. No, we get offsides instead.
Yeah, I thought we might be getting a trip, but we have an offside instead. And well, you got that empty net at the other end. If you can get a quick goal here with that 6th attacker, it really changes things up pretty quick. I guess that's kind of stating the obvious, isn't it?
Sonny Ferrante keeps it in the offensive end for Parma as they forecheck aggressively. Brow against the boards. Paulini working to get it free. Knocked down at the blue line by Peisch. Peisch will have to retreat to center ice. 1:03 remaining. Peisch will dump it into the offensive end. Ferrante in the corner. Coming away with it. Biltz throwing it on the empty net, and he scores! Shane Biltz scores from near center ice on the empty net to make it 4-1 Lakewood.
Really a terrific job of Biltz working through that defense because they had not been able to clear it. And just finds himself a little opening, so at least get the puck down the ice. And with the empty net there, it's a pretty good target. But look at all the different black jerseys he's got to get around. There were even more before you got a load of that. And really puts this away. I mean, Parma had beaten Lakewood twice this year. One game was 5-1. The other one was an overtime win. And they always say it's tough to beat someone 3 times in a season. Lakewood, talking about finishing a game strong here.
Down to 38 seconds remaining. Brow crosses the blue line to center ice. Mike Brow in the offensive end. Nice move. Backhand. Kvesnica knocks it. Brow has it again. A whistle behind the play. And we have a stop and play, 27.5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Bilt's involved in a bit of a collision back there behind the net, and we're going to get a penalty.
And it's going to be on the Redmen.
Yeah, Paulini.
With 27 seconds remaining in the 3rd period, Parma penalty to number 16.
Paulini going to the box. Here, you take a look. It's an interference call.
Right there.
Yeah, you knocked Biltz into the goal. Or, yeah, getting him from behind. And
down to 22 seconds. Parma a man down and down 3 on the scoreboard. Henry trying to keep it in. Bathgate with it. Comes in. His shot is off the mark. Kvesnica will stick it back, and we get a whistle and another penalty.
Lakewood will move on. Parma, certainly the season coming to an end and not the way they wanted, but really a growing season for the Redmen. And both these teams have plenty of people coming back. And, of course, Lakewood, we get a penalty here right as we get ready to wrap things up. The penalty going to the box is Justin Lance.
With 8 seconds remaining in the third period.
8.3.
Lakewood will advance.
8.3 remaining, and the Rangers will play Amherst Steel Wednesday night here at Brooklyn Rec in the round of 16. We get an icing infraction. 2.7 seconds remaining. And yeah, the Redmen will end the season with a 10-13-1 mark. Lakewood advances with an 8-17-1 mark to face Amherst Steel in the round of 16. Face off to the stick side of Kvesnica, and that will do it. Lakewood with 4 third-period goals and a nice night in goal by Patrick Kvesnica defeats Parma in the first round of the state playoffs to advance. 4-1 our final on the Cox Communications Hockey Game of the Week right here on Cox 45. For Bill Baranke, this is Dave Bacon. We'll see you next time right here on Cox 45, local like no other.
What do you say? I take care of all this.
That'd be great.
Oh, man. Look at that. We're out of soap. I guess these dishes will have to wait.
There's plenty left.
A Little Dawn does a lot of dishes. 20% more greasy dishes than the other leading brand while suds last.
Nice try.
Dawn takes grease out of your way, so get Dawn and get done.
For one day only, starting at 9 a.m., it's the Sears Super Saturday Sale. Save 50% off items throughout the store. Plus, all home appliances, TVs, and camcorders are on sale. This Saturday only. Find the brands, the choices, and incredible store-wide savings. Sears, where else?
Oh, the things we endure for beauty. Being lathered in hot molten metal. Buffed until raw. Inspected over 100 times. But that's what it takes to be a Delta faucet. Every Delta is carefully crafted and meticulously refined to be beautiful inside and out. Isn't it worth it? Delta, beautifully engineered.
Thanks a lot, sir. I'll take that coat for you. Thanks very much, man.
Did you know that Burlington Coat Factory has the world's largest selection of famous label coats, all for less than department store sale prices?
Hey, coat check at the door. Pretty impressive.
Good. What coat check? Nice to know, especially if you need a new coat. Burlington Coat Factory, the #1 place for coats.
You do have valet parking, right?
Vincent D'Onofrio stars in Law & Order, Criminal Intent. Fridays at 11.
I can get someone in so deep, even I couldn't find them.
The newest episodes on USA.
We are supposed to be better than the people that we're prosecuting.
From the director of Triple X.
There's always a chance.
Sylvester Stallone stars in the USA Network premiere of Daylight, Sunday night at 8:30 on USA.
Of Monk. The big one finally hits.
The trauma of the earthquake must have shorted out his brain.
And renders this detective even more defective. Tony Shalhoub is Monk.
You're not speaking English.
Turkey, yeah, Rory Feely guy.
Monk, an all-new episode tomorrow at 10, only on USA.
Love comedy.
Comedy.
Everybody loves a good laugh.
Comedy movies here are the best.
We got Hollywood's great movies at Walmart's low prices.
Yeah, baby, yeah! We have a lot of good ones here.
I love Dumb and Dumber.
Friday.
The Wedding Singer.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Austin Powers. It's a baby. Ugly.
Yeah, that was messed up. I like Rush Hour.
Caddyshack. That's in the hole.
We have great movies on video and DVD, and all of our movies are at everyday low prices.
For great movies, Walmart's the ticket.
Good thing my mom got displayed Present Fresh. Present Fresh sticks right here, ready to go when you go. No more clunky old cans. Present Fresh is more concentrated. So when pressed, puts a lot of good smelling stuff in the air. Right, Mom? How does something so little make so much smell?
You tell me.
Present Fresh from Glade, the little solution to big orders. S.C. Johnson, a family company.
If I had a man like Hefty, he'd always be coming up with new ways to impress me.
Hefty the Gripper, the first kitchen bag with a stretch and grip top so it hugs the can and won't slip.
Oh, and he'd know how to hold on tight.
Then he wouldn't cave under pressure. Nothing's made like the Gripper. It stretches, grips, and stays put so it can take it like a man.
And when I'm done with him, ciao, baby.
Bye-bye. So long. The Gripper from Hefty, the strong, dependable type.
You'd expect some things to be free, but never a weekend of new hit movies. Watch the Stars Free Movie Weekend, October 4th, 5th, and 6th, and see 3 days of great movies free. Just turn to Stars or call 1-800-SUPER-PAC.
Evil has returned.
Hello, Clarice.
Hannibal and Silence of the Lambs.
Good evening.
Own the DVD collection today. Rated R.
There are at least 100 things you'd rather do than deal with the stress of filling out an application and qualifying for a home loan. But if you want the benefits of refinancing, it seems you have no choice.
I can't make it tonight. I want to get this loan application finished.
At AmeriQuest Mortgage, we give you a choice and a much easier way to get a loan. You see, at AmeriQuest, you work with one local loan advisor, someone who takes the time to explain things and actually does the paperwork for you. Someone who treats you like more than a credit score. Someone like me. With 2 decades of experience and over 200 branches nationwide, AmeriQuest knows how to offer you the no-stress home loan. The time is right, so call AmeriQuest now at 1-800-309-8952 or go to urmore.com. That's 1-800-309-8952. Call AmeriQuest, the company that knows you are more.
Seasons change, and so can you. Start changing your body and life with Fitness Made Simple's Fall into Fitness Special. Build the body of your dreams with 2 of our best-selling videos, AM/PM Workouts and the Awesome Hour, Upper Body Home Workout.
AM/PM Workouts has 10 to 15-minute morning and evening home workouts. The Awesome Hour Upper Body Home Workout is my favorite video for sculpting the chest, back, arms, shoulders, and abs.
Get both videos for $29.95, and if you order now, you'll also get this audio tape on the most effective fat loss supplements free. Have your credit card ready and call now.
Only one new show is being called the most entertaining, the most enjoyable, the most unusual, the most innovative, the most distinctive, the most intriguing, and it's coming.
How far away is Push, Nevada?
Tonight on ABC. From Ben Affleck and Sean Bailey, Push Nevada is stylish, provocative, daring. This is one of the best new shows of the season.
It's hotter than it looks.
Push Nevada. Tonight at 9/8 Central on ABC.